Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the East Delaware Knights Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 26. We have a very, very important game in the second game of today's doubleheader. The first game is against Syracuse. It's not that important. It is a conference game. We're in the ACC now, so that is a little bit more important to win, but it's against the Cuse. The Orange, are they really that good? I guess we'll find out. They're unranked. Who knows? But the second game is where we got to focus. The second game, also an ACC conference game, but it's more than that because it's a rematch against the only team to beat us from season 2, and that is Miami. That's right. The U comes to Dover, Delaware to play against us. Last season, we went down to their place to play them. Not only did we end up losing that game, which we should have won. We really should have won that game. But not only did we lose that game, but also that is the game where Lincoln Kienholz broke his hand and missed half the season after that. So there's a lot riding on game 2 of today's doubleheader. Game 1 against Syracuse, I think we should win it. We probably should win it. We're clearly the better team, but I guess you never know. We already have one loss already this year, so who knows? But second game, we got to get our revenge against Miami. So if you go to enjoy it, that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get into this because we've got some very important recruiting news to talk about. We are the number 12 team in the country, 3-1. We have suffered a loss already this year. It's very unfortunate. We lost the very first game of the season against Florida. Very, very unfortunate, but we've gone on a 3-game win streak, and in those 3 games, Jackson Howard, a transfer edge rusher, has gone absolutely nuclear at sacking the quarterback. He has 11.5 sacks in 4 games. He's gone nuts. He had 8 sacks headed into the last episode, I think, right? He was absolutely insane. I think he had 6 sacks in the Penn State game alone. He's gone way above any prediction I could have ever guessed for how he would have done this year. He's been unbelievable, and I'm hoping he continues to do that. He could break all kinds of records this year. He's still not in the Heisman voting as of right now, but maybe with a couple more games where he puts up 3 or 4 sacks in a game, he might have Heisman contention. So we never know about that. But the big recruiting news that I wanted to talk about, not the number 1 player in the country, Forrest Tatum, not even being recruited. That's not what I was talking about. What I am talking about is Theo Graves, the number 23 player in the class. He's a dual threat athlete, but he's a quarterback, obviously. He's 6'5", 221, with his attributes being ungodly as a true freshman. 94 throw power, with all of his accuracies being 85 or above. 91 speed, 91 excel to pair alongside it. This is the best quarterback prospect I've ever seen in College Football 26. Personally, this is the best quarterback prospect I've ever personally seen. He looks like Cam Newton. And the fact that we are climbing on his board is very good. Our influence is better than LSU's right now. He's still not into his top 5. He might get into his top 5 in this episode. I hope that he does so we can get him on campus, get as many points as possible on him. The only problem I'm concerned with is his hard sell, because as you can see, well, I'll move my camera so you can see, he has proximity to home as one of his 3 interests that he likes, that he's interested in. Now, you may be wondering, Juice, Dover, Delaware is nowhere close to New Orleans, Louisiana. It's because we actually took over Rice, which is in Texas. They didn't change that, so technically we're still in Rice, so proximity to home still counts for that, which Louisiana is obviously pretty close to Texas. So we still get an A grade for that. I'm hoping that he also likes playing time and coach prestige, and I think there is a hard sell if we take off the if we take off the send the house, just really quickly, just to do an example. Oh, I can't hard sell just yet. I was gonna say, I think that there is one that encompasses all three of proximity to home, playing time, and coach prestige. I don't know for sure, but getting at least two of those would be really, really big and would help us catapult above LSU, plus possible visit that goes well. There's a world where Theo Graves commits to Dover, Delaware, and commits to East Delaware, and comes play for us next year. And he might even be the starter next year. If he is, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there's a world where Theo Graves starts as a true freshman day one. It's not out of the world. It's not out of the possibilities. We're also trying to climb on five-star linebacker Roderick Hicks. We are number one on Lyle Ash's board because us and Pitt are the only two teams going after him. So Lyle Ash is pretty good right now. The battle is pretty good for him. Shamir Castile is we're in a pretty big battle for him. He looks like a pretty solid running back. We're trying to grab him, but Nebraska and Tennessee are making it difficult. Alex Griggs is down to his top 5, but we don't have the hours right now to spare a visit for him because it's going to cost $40 since he's from Utah. So that is going to be a little bit expensive. Hugh Townsell is an offensive lineman, or at least an athlete, but probably an offensive lineman, maybe a defensive lineman, depending on what his stats look like. He is really in a good position right now. Tavon Elkins, I really like. He's 6'3", 164, very thin, very lanky, but he's a good corner. He's got good speed and good zone coverage and decent man coverage right out the gates. So he's a very lanky, very thin corner. Going to have to get him in the strength and conditioning program, get some muscle built on him, maybe get him up to 180 something. But for right now, he looks like a very talented player, and I really want him. But we're in good position to get a few different players that are very talented, including the number one player in the country who is not even getting recruited by anybody. We are the only team that's offered him offer him a scholarship. So if we could just coast through this, I mean, that'd be pretty sick. That would be pretty darn sick. I could even take 50 off of him, put on 10, and then schedule the visit for Alex Griggs, but I don't know if I want to risk that just yet. So that's where the recruiting news is right now. Let's get into this game against Syracuse, get a win on the road, and then get ready for that game against Miami, because that game is going to be big time. It's game time against the Cuse. The Syracuse Orange, obviously a little bit more prominent in the basketball world than the football world, but they've had some decent teams over their years. Nobody that amazing, but here come the offense. No longer is it Kyle McCord. Probably thank God for that for Syracuse fans. Trust me, I know as an Ohio State fan, but Kyle McCord in the NFL, isn't he? What team did he get drafted to or sign with? He didn't get drafted. What team did he sign with? Did he get drafted? I don't remember. He sucks. He's trash. Jackson Howard almost in the backfield for a loss. What team is Kyle McCord on? Is he? I want to say the Packers, but I don't think it is. I don't think he's backing up Jordan Love. I forget where he's at. Oh, it's a screen pass, and Jeremiah Wolf can't bring him down, the true freshman safety. But we do rally to the ball carrier and bring him down after a gain of a couple. I need Jackson Howard to have a big game. It's Syracuse at the end of the day. This left tackle cannot handle the pass rush ability of Jackson Howard. Look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's not a safety. I don't know how that's not a safety. I feel like I didn't achieve the full sack until he was already in the end zone. But hey, I guess they think I got down. He got stopped at the 1 technically. Whatever. But Jackson Howard adds another sack to his resume. If he's not in Heisman contention after this video, whatever he puts on after today's video, then there's something going against him. There's somebody in the Heisman voting that doesn't think he should be invited to New York. It's an offensive award. I get it. It's a quarterback award, but you gotta at least give him some credit. I mean, he's got 12 and a half sacks through 5 games. or I guess through 4.25 of games. You got to put some respect on his name. And talking about putting some respect, the Dragon Warrior, Cameron Poe, into the end zone, 1-play touchdown. Oh, we might be rolling in this one. 1-play handoff? Are you kidding me? We might dominate Syracuse. It might get ugly. You might need to put on the running clock like a high school game. The mercy rule. This one could get out of hand quickly. Give me a big hit stick. Oh, I got a big hit stick, but he holds on to the football. All right, Jackson Howard. Let's get back on defense, baby. This left tackle has no shot. There's a handout to the running back. He actually got a few yards that he shouldn't have had. Yassine Willis. Yassine Willis, the running back for the Cuse. I don't even know who this quarterback is for Syracuse. Come on, Dominique Kirks couldn't get around him, but we secured the edge, locked it up, and lost a yard on that one. No chance for Yassine Willis on that play. And it's 3rd and 6. Come on, Jackson, give me something to work with here. Jackson Howard, I mean, he bulldozed the left tackle, but he did a good job to recover. 1st down, Syracuse. You know what? That's probably for the best because that gives me more opportunities to sack the quarterback. If we kept giving 3 and outs, then Jackson Howard wouldn't have as many chances. Jeremiah Wolf, good tackle. Didn't get fooled by the spin move. He's just such a big dude out there. For a safety, I know he's an athlete. He can play offense and defense, but the fact that we put him at safety, he's huge. He was recruited initially to be a tight end. We thought that he had better prospects, at least to get on the field as a freshman. He'd be better off playing safety, so we moved him there. And he's just so huge. He's massive. And Jackson Howard, look at this dude! He's godly! Oh my god, I'm falling in love with Jackson Howard. I wish he was not a senior. That is 13.5 sacks. 2 in this game. I've never seen anybody like this. I know that Jackson Howard's a real person. I might need to follow his career now because I'm falling in love with him. Oh my god. Jackson Howard becoming a channel legend. He's getting up there with Cam Barfield, with Matthias Felix of Hawaii Dynasty. I mean, oh my god, this guy's out of control. It takes a lot to get into the good graces of the world of juice. You got to do something spectacular like Keelan Rounds usually does. Like, look at that. Keelan Rounds, channel legend. I think it's safe to say. You got to be spectacular, and Jackson Howard is putting his name at the top of that list. I mean, he's goated. He might be the best defensive player of all time when it's all said and done. He's definitely going to be in contention for greatest single season defensively of all time. He's putting up ungodly numbers. I wish that Cole Welliver wasn't in on this read option. Shelton Lighton will get the handoff, and he'll get a yard out of it. Okay. Totally fine. Unfortunately, we couldn't break off another 1-play touchdown with Cameron Poe like we did in the first drive, but that's okay. Sometimes you need to build an offense. You need to prove to the committee, the College Football Playoff Committee, that we are comparable with the rest of the teams across college football, that we are ready for our moment in the sun. We are ready for... Oh, come on. You're telling me that this building in Syracuse is loud enough to stop me from... All right, end of the first quarter. You're telling me that they're loud enough for me to stop me from audibling and changing the plays, hot routing? Negative 12 rushing yards. You got to remember that QB sacks in college football count against quarterbacks' rushing yards, so that's why they have negative 12 and not just like negative 3 or something. Let's see. What do I want to call here? Maybe this. Maybe a little bit of this. Go with Rounds or English across the middle. Or scramble with Kenyon Garnett. You know, that's always an option. Kenyon Garnett bobbing and weaving. 1st and goal from the 3. God, I love Kenyon Garnett, man. He's so good. Not as a thrower, but as a runner. Very elite. It's going to be a battle between him or this man right here, Shelton Rounds, for the career rushing yards and rushing touchdowns in East Delaware history. I'd probably have to give the slight edge to Shelton Lighton because he does get a lot of rushing touchdowns like that. as we take the lead even further, go up by 2 scores. But Kenyon Garnett, I mean, we'll have to take a look at career stats at some point because Kenyon Garnett's probably giving him a run for his money in terms of both touchdowns and yards on the ground because he's a dog. He is a dog. But we kick it back to Syracuse and hopefully add a sack or two again for Jackson Howard. Here we go. I've never seen anybody play this well. Certainly nobody on my team has ever played this well in any of my series. He's just so elite at rushing the passer. It's kind of scary, actually. I'm glad he's on my team. The screen actually worked a little bit there. Deshaun Purdy is the name of the quarterback. Okay, never heard of him, I don't think. Name doesn't sound familiar. But he's the Syracuse quarterback here in year 3. And they get the first down. They're big hit, but he holds on to the football, gets the first down. Sometimes I got to remember that it is year 3, not just year 1. Oh, that's another screen pass. I wasn't really as ready for it as I thought I would be. Owen Chambliss also been a good transfer. He's been amazing as the signal caller for this defense. He's been so good. Him and Jackson Howard have been home run, grand slam transfers. Oh, that's a deep ball. That's got to be at least knocked incomplete. Thank you. Peyton Morgan finally showing up and doing something. God, he's been getting cooked all season. We turned him into a corner because he had good speed and he had decent coverage abilities. And maybe it was the wrong decision. Jackson Morgan, that's a strip sack. Ball's out, recovered by an offensive lineman. He's going to lose a bunch of yards. It's his 3rd sack of the day. This time a strip sack. Jackson Howard cannot physically be stopped. He cannot be stopped. He's too good. Give this man the Heisman Trophy. There's nobody that's on offense this year that's putting up better numbers than what he's putting up on defense. Give this man the Heisman Trophy. Give this man all the defensive awards and make this man go #1 overall in the draft because he's the real deal. Rashad English gets the football, takes up to the 25-yard line. I think what I've decided to do with Cole Welliver is not be too aggressive. He's not good enough for my play style where I want to do, where like I want to be so aggressive with him and just start chucking balls across the field. He's not good enough for that. So what I need to do is just take the easy stuff with Cole Welliver. Like that. Bryce Kane wide open across the middle, that's easy. He's got enough arm strength to get the football to these guys. Just need to take the easy stuff. And a timeout before the 2-minute warning by Syracuse. Very strange decision making there. I guess it's okay because it gives us a chance to reset and get new players out there on the field that are fresh. Little jet sweep to Rashad English. Can he get in? Rashad fighting through traffic. Close, but not in the end zone just yet. And that is the 2-minute warning. We'll hand this football off to the Dragon Warrior, Cameron Poe, and see if he can punch it in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And he certainly cannot. Denied and stood up at the 1. Almost. Very, very close. Do they have a QB blast? That might be a good idea, but I think we'll stick with the run for right now, or the running back run. We'll see what we got. Boise State getting beat by Wyoming is kind of crazy. Hand off to Poe. This time he's in. 2nd time's the charm. Cameron Poe scores, and we lead by 3 scores on the road against Syracuse. That one almost blocked by 2 different Syracuse players. We might be seeing the backups in this game. I didn't think that was going to be a possibility. I thought maybe Syracuse would give me a shot. I mean, I did say in the beginning that this game was going to be pretty straightforward and pretty simple, but I didn't actually believe it. I never believe it, really, when I talk about that kind of stuff, because you never know when you get into the actual game. You never know what's going to happen, especially when you're playing an EA Sports video game. But this one has gone pretty much how I expected it to. Oh, Jackson Howard actually got held up on that one. And I think, now that I'm remembering what happened on that strip sack, I think 75, the left tackle, is the one who picked it up. So the guy who let his quarterback get sacked actually was the one who picked up the fumble, which is kind of crazy. Ooh, that's a nice pass. He's got a lot of yards. 1st down, Cuse. Okay, are they actually going to give us a run for our money here? They're going to be a threat? Minute 30 on the clock, 1 timeout for the Orange. And look at Jackson Howard, another strip sack. This time we recover. Oh my God. It's It's Jarek Francis recovering the football. 20 career sacks for him today. That's 4 in this game. Dear Lord, I've never seen anybody like him before. Oh, God, can I redshirt him? I want to redshirt him so he comes back next year. But then we lose his productivity after this season, for the rest of this season, so I don't want to do that. But my God, he's good. He's unstoppable. It's not even like he's doing this against just the bad teams. He had his 6-sack game against Penn State of all teams. And Cameron Poe gonna get to the edge. Touchdown, East Delaware. We're seeing the backups. You might not even see the rest of this game in the fourth quarter. It's getting out of hand. It's getting ugly here in the recently renovated Carrier Dome. We are BTA on Syracuse right now. It's getting ugly. Give me a big hit stick. Oh, I didn't have the right angle on that. 38 seconds left. Can we get even more sack pressure with Jackson Howard? He might be the greatest edge rusher user I've ever had. And that's coming from a guy who's usered both Colin Simmons and Dylan Stewart in South Carolina Dynasty. And Jackson Howard may be the best of them all, which is just kind of crazy to think about. Oh, final play of the quarter and of the half. It's 20. They're probably thanking God that it's the final play of the half. They need to regroup at halftime. That's going to get blown up, and we go into the half up 28-0 on Syracuse, and we will start with the football. So it's going to get even uglier here in the third quarter. Yeah, you might not see much of the fourth quarter of this game. We might skip right past it. I mean, what else is there to see? We've kind of owned this team from the get-go. This is going to do wonders for our recruiting. This is going to help us out a big ton. It's going to keep us winning games. It's going to keep us in championship contender territory. Oh, look at the space for Keelan Rounds to run up the field. They have 4 first downs in the game. Kenyon Garnett coming out for a QB blast. Going to make him think that I'm passing. And then Kenyon Garnett's going to get a lot of space. I ran into my own guy. I suck. I'm trash. I'm absolute garbage. Why did I run into my own guy like that? Let me scramble. I got options, but I'm going to take off again. I had options. I had Bryce Kane. I had the guy, I think it was R1 or something. I had a few options there. I could have thrown it. Might as well take the easy stuff, though. Let's fire that in quickly. That's Butler Tanner with the big catch. Good job. Isaiah Butler Tanner is an anomaly to me because his player model is a little bit more light skinned than his face looks like on the picture. So I'm a little bit confused on what his ethnicity is. For school purposes, I mean, for legal purposes, nothing more. Got to know what his ethnicity is. He just looks, I don't know, he looks like 2 different things. I mean, look at him. He's number 44 right there. 2nd and 6, handoff. Ooh, they were ready for that. Okay. They were really ready for that. Let's go play action Y cross. This worked last time. Why not work again? If something works one time, it's going to guarantee to work a second time. That's a natural pick, and Keelan Rounds has a touchdown. He's just too quick. He's just too quick. It's a touchdown for East Delaware. We are obliterating Syracuse right now. This is the competition in the ACC. We might need to move up to the SEC after this. I'm just kidding. Even if we are able to win the ACC title in this year, I wouldn't think we'd move conferences again. We'll probably stay for another. If we win back-to-back at that point, then we'll think about upgrading conferences. But right now, we still haven't even won our first ACC title, so I can't get ahead of myself. Come on, Jackson. That's a 3rd straight strip sack. Jackson Howard is stripping this football every single time he touches him. He's got 5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. My guy is making a push for the Heisman. He feels neglected. He's got another sack, and this time he gets his safety. He told the refs, he said, watch, I'll get the safety, and Purdy is feeling it. Jackson Howard has another 6-sack game. Tell me how many, what a juke. Tell me how many people in college football history have had 2 6-sack games in a single season? I'll hang up and listen for my answer. Shelton Lighton's got room. Shelton Lighton, the big man. Down to the 32-yard line. As we approach the end of the third quarter, this one is getting ugly here in Cuse. There goes Cameron Poe. He gets a big one. He's got 8 carries for 97 yards because he had that big run on the first play of the game. And this probably is the final play of the third quarter here. Most likely. I don't like anything here. I'm going to have to just dump that down. It's going to be an incomplete pass. I didn't like any of the routes there. And it's not actually going to be the end of the third quarter because I got it away too quickly. That's probably on me. That was a bad play call. I didn't like anything there. Garnett can't get much. It's 3rd and 8. All right, they actually going to stop us for the first time today? They may. They may stop us. We got to call a good play here. Negative 36 rushing yards is crazy. All right, what do we got here? We got Bryce Kane. I want to try a little Bryce Kane corner route and see if that works. It may not work, but I just want to test it out. Oh, I'm not going to have time to figure it out. I got to throw this away. They actually stopped me. They put on a lot of pressure there and actually stopped the offense for the first time today. And I got to push this over a lot, right? I should drill this. And did I push it too much? I pushed it too much. God, I hate kicking in college football. I hate it so much. I'm so trash at it. I didn't think I pushed it nearly enough, and I pushed it too much. Another opportunity. Purdy's actually out of the game. This is their backup quarterback, and he's got wheels. He runs over one of my defenders. What is happening? Who is this man? Luke Carney not only avoided the Jackson Howard sack, but ran over one of my guys. They should have started this dude. He at least puts a spark on the offense. Dear Lord, that was electric. All right, let's see what happens now. 2nd and 10. They're just simply running the football because they just want to avoid Jackson Howard. Howard was in the backfield again, by the way. If we're able to stop Syracuse on this drive, you will probably not see much more of this game. You'll probably we'll skip right to the end of the game because there's not really much else. I'm probably just going to run the clock. That's another sack. It's a shared sack between Howard and Dominic Kirks. Things are getting out of hand. 6.5 sacks. Yeah, you're probably not going to see this final 5 minutes. I'll just skip to the end of the game. That is the game. We ended up getting the shutout on Syracuse, 37-0. I was able to get a couple extra sacks with the team. I got another one with Jackson Howard, so that's 7.5 sacks in a single game for one player. Jarek Francis got another sack in the game. Yeah, we were just bullying Syracuse in this one. We'll take a look at the stats here really quick just so you can see what happened after we skipped. So I think injured Deshaun Purdy, or they benched him. I don't know. But Luke Carney had that electric run the first time we saw him. But other than that, he got shelled in this one. So East Delaware that's not passing. That's rushing for some reason. Cole Welliver was the only one who passed today. We didn't pass a single time with Kenny Garnett. He did okay. We didn't ask him to do too much. The receiving game, Keelan Rounds was big. Rashad English was big. Defensively is where we made our money. 7.5 sacks for Jackson Howard is just ungodly. We also had the half a sack with Dominic Kirks, and then I told you Jarek Francis got the other one. So, yeah. 7.5 sacks. He had 3 forced fumbles in that game as well. 3 strip sacks. If he doesn't get in the Heisman voting after that game, then it's rigged. It's rigged for offense only if he doesn't get in the Heisman voting. Because how do you put up numbers like that and not do anything? He breaks the national single-game sack record. Obviously, when you have 7.5 sacks, you're going to do that. He probably also breaks a bunch of school records. He sets the East Delaware single-game sack record, breaking whatever Rice defensive player had that. And he also sets the ACC single-game sack record. So there's no player in college football history or ACC history that's had more than 7.5 sacks. And the single-season sack record has already been broken. We still have a lot of season left to play. And he's breaking all these records. Also, the ACC single season sack record. There's a world where he sets such a big record that it's never broken again. There's a chance that that's happened. That happens right now. If we go to the defense, he's right now got 19 sacks. What's the NCAA record right now? If we go to records here, we go to the national season records. The sack record is 24 by Terrell Suggs. He's already at 19. He could break that in the next game. He could break that, and that's not even just a joke. He could break that in the next game. So let's advance to the Miami game. Now, the Miami game is going to be a lot different, I would expect. It's not going to be just a complete wash of Syracuse like it was for them. We are number 1 on Theo Graves. Oh my God, things can happen to my bottom half, and I'm happy. Jackson Howard, obviously, both ACC and National Player of the Game, or Player of the Week, I should say. We take on Miami. They're number 15. We're number 12 still. How do we not get up? But here's the big news. He's not in. It's a quarterback award. You're telling me that these numbers are better than anything Jackson Howard's doing? I don't believe it. I simply don't believe it. Let me take a look at recruiting, though. Forrest Tatum finally has gotten into his top 5. He's only 25 for a visit. That's huge. Theo Graves. Good Lord. He's only 10. Good Lord. We need to get him on campus. I think week 11 is the best visit week we can do. We're going to do it against Temple. We're going to do proximity to home because that's the guaranteed one we know about. And I think we're not going to hard sell just yet. I know it's a little risky with LSU being right there, but I think we're going to just keep the set in the house on him until we can learn a little bit more about him. Although, let me take the 50 out. Let me see what it's exactly going to be, because there's really only like one chance of what it's going to be. It's not going to be that one. It's not going to be that one. It's not going to be this one. It could be this one, which isn't the worst. It gets us an A, an A-, and a C+. We can sell that. It's also going to not be that one, which I was hoping it could have been this one. I guess we could try to sway, but that seems a little stupid. Or it could be this one, Star Search. That one gives us the A+ for playing time, but I think that's a little too risky right now. I want to learn a little bit more about him, so we're going to keep sending the house on Theo Graves. Until we know a little bit more about him to hard sell, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Forrest Tatum, we're going to get him on campus. We're going to schedule him for week 11 as well. And what's his thing? It's Coach Prestige. Well, good thing our Coach Prestige is an A-, so we are going to sell him on that, on the visit. And he's coming in week 11. He's not getting recruited. I just want to get that over with so we can have him. Roderick Hicks, we need to go a little bit harder on if we want to get in on him, so I'm going to switch from a 25 to a 50 on him. Lyle Ash is 30 for a visit. We've passed Nebraska on Shamir Castile. Things are looking good. BYU is making a push for Griggs. We just don't have hours right now. Stauffer locked us out. Duke Duggar locked us out. How do I free up hours? Probably by taking 10 off of Eric Ty. Although that was... give it back to him. That doesn't really do much, does it? Who else can I take hours off of here? I gotta figure out how to get visits scheduled. I could probably take 25, a few off of Max Shea right now. Maybe we go like 15 instead of 25. We already got week 7's scheduled. Vince Murphy's fine right now. Tavon Elkins is in a good position, but we can't schedule a visit just yet. Hugh Townsend, we need to get on campus. Griggs, we need to get on campus. Castile, we need to get so many guys on campus. We just don't have the hours to do that. Lyle Ash, I can wait on because we're in a good position for him. But Castile and Griggs, I need to get on campus. So Castile is 20 hours. Or 20 hours. But Griggs is 40. Why does he have to be 40? I think I need to get him on campus. I don't want to schedule everybody week 11. That's a little risky. But I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to get him on campus week 11 as well. We're going to do playing time for him. Week 11 is going to become a big game. And I'm actually going to add an extra 10 to Thomas Hyman for his recruiting. So we've jumped into number 1 for Theo Graves, and we've got him on a visit. Week 11. It doesn't get much more insane than the Theo Graves recruitment. But here comes the big one. We are at home against the U. A rematch from last season where they took us down. We cannot let that happen 2 years in a row. Let's go get these W's. We will start with the football in the rain here in Dover, Delaware, as we take on the Miami Hurricanes. This could benefit us, or it could benefit them, you never know. Or it could benefit neither of us. But here comes the offense. We were so electric in that game against Syracuse. I'm hoping that it does the same thing here. I highly doubt that, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen in the game. I didn't think we'd blow out Syracuse like we did. I thought we'd win the game pretty confidently, but I didn't think it'd be 37-0. Okay, all right. That didn't go well. If that's going to be the way the run game goes, we could be in trouble because the run game is our bread and butter. They blew that up. Can I get Butler Tanner here? I can, but he drops the football. It's 3rd and 13. All right. Well, we are already behind the 8 ball here. Give that to Shelton Lighton. He turns at the field, gets the first down. Good job, Shelton. That's always been a pretty solid play. Did I just see Mazio Bennett transferred over to Miami? South Carolina legend. Let's get... Does that say Pookie? Was his name Pookie? It's a crazy name. Hit Bryce Kane. He's wide open. First down. Good job. See, that's what happens when you got good arm strength from Cole Welliver. You got a chance to get that football quicker to where it needs to go. Handoff. They seem to be all about the run game right now. We cannot find a single open lane. Oh, it's Armando Blunt. Okay. I think we had him in BYU Dynasty. Let me get Cameron Poe involved in the offense here. Look at this man rumble. The Dragon Warrior doing what he does best. Malachi Breland injured on the play, unfortunately. I still want to establish the run game, but I don't know if it's going to be possible here. Handoff. That's... Felt like it was going to be an open lane, and it was an open lane, but I didn't really get off the snap was clean, the handoff was clean. It just, he didn't take off as quick as I needed him to. That's a quick throw. Rashad English first down. Just keep inching forward. Our key to the game that it said before we started playing, it was to sustain long, brutal drives was the way to beat Miami. So if we can do that, we should be able to... Oh, good block on the screen. We should be able to win this game. And we're doing well right now to get a long, sustained drive. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. We've already almost used the entire first quarter, so we're doing well right now. Handoff. Lighton. He's going to get brought down immediately. Just can't get the run game started. Just can't get the run game going. Handoff. Kenyon Garnett. I don't like anything about this. They really covered everything there, didn't they? They want me to go for it here. Okay. I was just content on taking the points, although it is at a tough angle. I probably would have missed the kick, wouldn't I? That's open enough. It's a bad throw from my man Kenyon Garnett, intercepted by Miami. It was behind Keelan Rounds. Intercepted. That's brutal. Maybe it would have been smarter to have Cole Welliver in the game for that play, because there really wasn't any chance to run, so that's pretty tough. You hate to see it, but we did take away basically the entire first quarter, even though we didn't come away with any points. We did limit the possession time in the first half for Miami. We'll see what they do on this play, or on this drive. Pittsburgh right now, who we do play, I think, this season, is undefeated and at the top of the conference. So they're going to be a little bit of a threat this year. What a spin move. That was such a disgusting spin. He stopped and spun without any momentum. He was like full stop and then did a spin. It was clean. That was kind of disgusting. Oh, no. I didn't do the right dive. Tackle him, please. We kind of slowed him down. Okay. I think we needed to score on our first drive there if we wanted to compete with Miami. They might still be too good for us. It's early in the game. I can't get ahead of myself. It's still early in the game. We got a lot of time remaining. We need Jackson Howard to be dominant, but he can't be dominant if they just run the ball every single play. 3 carries for 55 yards for this dude. And they've got a star left tackle because of course they do. Oh, he can't get off the block. He's trapped. The quarterback just threw it into the back of his offensive lineman. That really should have been a sack right there. He kind of got squished in the pocket, but he somehow got the ball away. Get to him, get to him. Jackson Howard, he did, but he throws it away. I hate the fact that you can't ever have a consistent sack. I mean, I know I complained about this after having just coming off a game where I had 7.5 sacks with one player, but just like that kind of play shouldn't happen. I should have been able to sack him. There's no way he should have been able to get that away. How did he catch that? It's 1st and goal. The fact that that was even caught in the first place is diabolical. That should have been dropped. How did he hold on to that football here? I lost the tackle battle, spun off of that one. We do end up getting him for a loss, but he broke off of 2 tackles. This Miami team's dangerous, man. This Miami team is dangerous. Dare I say that U is back? No, they're not back. Get to him, man. Touchdown, Miami. God, throwing that interception is going to end up being brutal, isn't it? We should have taken the points, but what do the points do? Maybe I would have missed the field goal anyway, so who knows? Knowing me, I probably would have missed it, so you can't really guarantee we would have had 3 points. We just got to come back out on offense. I mean, we were doing a great job before throwing the pick, so let's just keep doing what we were doing at the beginning. Just keep moving the football incrementally. Getting some good plays. Butler Tanner's right there for a first down. See, just keep moving the football just like that. Just keep doing our thing. And eventually we'll end up in the end zone. That's kind of how it works. That's Bryce Kane takes a big shot, holds on. Second down and 1. Do I dare send Keelan Rounds on a deep throw? I'll send it. I don't know if I actually throw it, but I'll send it. That's a big catch for Shelton Light. And that route's usually open. It's pretty much become my safety blanket, has been that throw. Or that route. Because it's 95% of the time open. Oh, they were 100% ready for the screen there. Wow. They were 110% ready for the screen. That's kind of disgusting. 2nd and 14, play action. We'll get Kenny Garnett out in space. He'll take off. He's got a lot of room. Garnett will get the first down and go down after a big gain. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad that Kenny Garnett was... I was pretty much guaranteed to scramble on that play. I'm just glad that Garnett was in on it and not Welliver, because it would have ended badly if Welliver was the one scrambling. Only a gain of 1 for Shelton Light, and I just can't get going on the run game. We might have to abandon it. We might have to abandon the run. At least the traditional running back run. That is not the play I called. What the heck is this? I don't know, but I got audible out of it. I'm in trouble. Wow. Okay, that did not go the way that I wanted it to go. Thank God I got that away, because that could have been really upsetting. That opened up huge. A massive natural pick play, and Rashad English down the sidelines. Down the 1, almost got in. I was kind of hoping he would get in, but he got close. And now we are a yard away from a touchdown. Punch it in. Good block. Lighton can't get in. He lost a yard on it. We just can't get the run game to work. Maybe we can here. We come out in a pass, but then switch to a run. They'll never expect it. Cameron Poe, touchdown. We tie the game back up. Whew, man. Pretty intense. Pretty darn intense. 7-7. We've tied it up. It took us 10 plays, 80 yards. But we will move back on defense. A chance for Jackson Howard to keep getting pressure. Good. Not a good tackle. I was about to compliment Micah Cypress on that one, but he lost it. All right, Jackson, this is your chance to get back on defense here. No sacks through the first half is kind of disappointing, but they keep going with these screens and run plays and stuff. How am I supposed to get sacks if they're not giving the quarterback a chance to throw? Maybe they watched film and they know that Jackson Howard's a beast. So they're doing everything they can to not allow their quarterback to throw. RPO! I was not expecting RPO. And it works beautifully for them. You called RPO? I wasn't ready for that. It was a great play call decision. Hand off to the running back. He's going nowhere. Loss of 1 on the play. They're going to run a hurry up. Come on, I just need a big sack, man. Jackson Howard, he's feeding families this season with his sack production. They throw it to the tight end or receiver, either one. They keep going. 3rd and 7. They're not in field goal range just yet. And even in the rain, they might have to get a little bit closer than first down. Oh, Jackson trying, and they got a little bit closer than first down. They're going to get even closer. Touchdown, Miami, off the play. The blocking down the field from the receivers was unbelievably good. Jackson Howard was trying to get the sack. He was fighting through 3 different offensive linemen to get there. And Miami will take the lead right before half, which they will get the ball to start the second half as well. That is a brutal play. I mean, 3rd and long, and they just get one pass across the middle. He's wide open, and then they get great blocking down the field. Not much else we can do about that. It's hard to tackle somebody when it's just tremendous blocking. They're going to play this for the touchdown, obviously, so we got to play it smart. Let's get it to Lighton. He's going to get the first down. That'll give us a chance to run some hurry up. Maybe give me a better chance to call a good play here. Come on, get set, everybody. Get set. Why are we taking so long? Throw that. It's going to be intercepted. No, it's not. At least it's incomplete. Gives me a chance. And we got to go... Not Wildcat. We got to go verticals. Verticals gives you the best chance I found to actually complete a Hail Mary. The standard, box standard Hail Mary play just doesn't work. When you call just a regular vertical route, it puts the defense in a different set, so it gives you a better chance. But this is a Kenny Garnett throw, which I'm not fond of. I should have put a D on that. Unfortunately, I didn't even get a chance to throw because they got pressure in the backfield. So we'll never know if that would have came down, if Keelan Rounds would have came down with it or not. Miami has taken the lead 14-7, and they get the ball to start the second half. Their offense looks kind of unstoppable right now. I'm a little bit terrified that we're just going to lose this game. And that would be devastating for recruiting. That would be devastating for recruiting to lose a game like this against a top 25 team. We need to come away with a win here. We've got to put our head down and figure out how to win. Quick throw. Good tackle. Didn't allow him to get many yards. He got 2 on it. Owen Chambliss is right there. Totally fine. I need Jackson Howard to wreck this game. If Jackson Howard can start getting some pressure, this game will change completely. He just hasn't been able to find it, and we just can't cover. We must have been in a zone there because that was a horrible play. Yeah, we were a cover 6 invert, and we just let the middle of the field go wide open. Handoff to the running back. The good news is we've kind of controlled the run. Ever since that first quarter, when he got all of those 55 yards, we've kind of controlled the run. So I guess that's a good thing, but the passing game has been what's killing us. The crowd is as loud as they're going to be. Get to Anderson, man. That's dropped, thank God. We can't be letting Judd Anderson have this much time. Come on, Jackson. Prove that you're not a fraud. Jackson Howard gets a sack. forcing the punt. Thank you, Jackson. Finally. And Judd Anderson's feeling it after that. He took a hard hit. But we needed that. Desperately needed a defensive stop right there, and we got it. Cameron Poe on the return. He's going to break a tackle, get a couple extra yards. 38-yard line. Okay. Now that we were able to get the stop, we need to score. That's just priority number one, obviously. Oh, the run game, not so much there. I mean, that's better than what we've done in the past so far. Welliver is out there. I really just... I need to fully commit to Kenny Garnett because I just need that option to scramble. Cole Welliver doesn't give me that option. I need the scramble option. Just fire that to Lighton. I chose to throw it too late. I should have hit him as soon as I decided to throw. Or as soon as I broke out into the run. I should have hit him. I'm stupid. Keelan Rounds. That's not a fourth down. No. Challenge the play. Throw the flag. Challenge the spot of the ball. That's a first down. Clearly a first down. You cannot give me 4 turnover on downs there. It's clearly a first down. You got to give it to me. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. You're telling me he didn't get this first down. Where's the first down line? The first down line is right in between the 48 and 49. You're telling me that he didn't get this. Let me see it. So there's the catch. He goes down. Knee goes down right there. The ball is on the line. If we're looking down the line, the ball's right there. I mean, that's about as straight shot as you can get. That feels like a first down. But this, obviously we reviewed it, it didn't work. I feel like I'm robbed. I feel like I've been robbed of a first down right there. And that might end up being the way we lose the game because I didn't get a first down. If that's how we lose the game because we couldn't score on that offensive drive there, I'm going to be furious. Jackson Howard almost got to the quarterback. He just threw it before I could grab him. Come on, Jackson. I need you. I need you one more time. You came up on the last drive big and forced the punt. I need you one more time here. He can't get the elite rush. It's wide open. Receivers cannot be wide open, guys. Where's the coverage? First down and 10 for the Miami. I'm starting to become terrified that we might be losing our second game of season 3. Are we fraudulent? Can we not beat the good teams? We lost to Miami, or we lost to Florida first game of the season. We did beat Penn State, who was ranked. But they're kind of fraudulent as well. Are we just frauds who can't win the big game? Because that seems like what it is. Come on, boys. Come on. Handoff. He's going to get the edge. Stop him. He spun around. Touchdown, Miami. We're down 2 scores. He spun around the tackle. I can't handle the spin move, man. The spin move is too disgusting for me to contain. It doesn't matter who the running back is or who the player is. I'm always going to get beat by the spin move. Touchdown, Miami. They're up 2 scores. And we can't really move the football. Oh my God, why can we not beat the good teams from Florida? What's happening here? I think we might legitimately be fraudulent. We can't beat anybody. Nobody that's good, at least. I don't know how I feel about Cole Welliver. I still haven't fully decided. I'm going to try the wheel. It might be open. I was kind of trying for a pass interference call there. Man, I don't like anything about this. Dear Lord! The play action was not the call there. They got to the quarterback real quick. I'm surprised they was able to get that off. I got nobody open. Butler Tanner broke the tackle, got the first down. Oh my God, Butler Tanner, you don't know how huge that is. You don't know how huge that is to get that first down right there. I think I might be able to hit Bryce Kane here. Intercepted? What? What? How did he catch that? No, you're lying. You're lying to me right now. What? How is this even a catch? How did he do it? Come on, man. Come on. Are you really telling me that this dude caught this football? Look at it. It's past him. If I freeze frame it right here, that's an incomplete pass. That is an incomplete pass. And then it just zoop right back into his hands. What are we doing here? How is that an interception? It's going incomplete. It's going incomplete. And then it just magnetizes to the DB's hands. I mean, what are we doing, bro? What is this game that I'm playing right now? What happened right there? How is that an interception? If anything, I don't care that it's an incomplete pass. I mean, that's fine. I would have just tried to redo it on the next down, but how in the world does he intercept it? It was going to the ground and then it just magnetizes back to his hands. That's not possible. Jackson Howard gets another sack today, so at least he's having a decent game. Good Lord, man. I mean, I try my best to try to counteract all the BS that I get thrown at in each of these games, but it just never stops. I'm only human. I can't handle this much. I can't handle it. How do we go from a game where we just absolutely destroyed Syracuse, as he just sneaks that in, to what now we're getting destroyed by Miami? I think I'm going to have to bench Welliver. Not because he's been bad. He's actually been fairly good today. I just need the guaranteed scramble. Anytime that I have an offensive play, I need to have the option to run around. So I need to make sure that Garnett is just the number one running or quarterback the entire game. Just so I have that option. Like right now. If Welliver was in the game, I wouldn't have this ability to scramble right here. So I need to have it. I know that Welliver's been pretty good today, for the most part. Miami's going to call a timeout in the third quarter. Strange decision. Strange decision to waste one of your timeouts here. I mean, you can't guarantee that I'm not going to come back in. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. It's the same effing dude. How is this a bad throw? That's not a bad throw. I'm putting it on target. I'm leading the receiver with the football. So tell me how the DB makes up he's 2 yards behind him. How does he make up the distance? It doesn't make any sense. EA Sports, make it make sense, for the love of Christ. Can you please make a functioning game that actually works? Good Lord. I'm not asking for much. My camera's tilted. I'm sorry. I'm tilted too. My camera is so upset because this game sucks. I just want a game that works, and I just want a team that's good. That wasn't a bad decision. That was wide open. He was 2 yards ahead of the DB. Make it make sense. I bet you he makes this because I never get lucky with the road kickers that miss. I mean, what are we talking about? Why does every other person that I see play this game gets kickers on the road that miss guaranteed chip shots? Why can I never have that? Why do I always get the kickers that are freaking Adam Vinatieri from 30 and deeper on the road? Like, what, in the rain? I mean, come on. It just doesn't happen for me. There's no way that should have been an interception. That was a good ball. Shockingly. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having situations that I can't control. Keelan Round should have a touchdown here. And he does. Where was that the whole game? Where was that the whole freaking game? 27-14. If we can somehow stop Miami on defense, we might have a chance. That is if we can actually stop them. 37 seconds in the third quarter. We finally get a touchdown on the board. I guess I'm just going to have to hope and pray that they just keep throwing out press coverage and we can get Keelan Rounds past him. I don't know, but we gotta be able to stop him on defense. We haven't proved that we can stop him that consistently on defense. Jesus, if he I don't know how he fell over there. He probably should have slipped that tackle and scored a touchdown, honestly. They're going to keep running the football. I only have 2 timeouts because we lost one of them to that stupid challenge, which I still contend was a first down. We should not have lost that challenge. He was on the line of scrimmage. Why is he wide open? What are our zones even there for? If we're going to come out in a zone, is the middle of the field not a zone? Nobody was within 15 yards of that receiver. I could have made that throw, and I suck in real life and in the game. I'm not athletic at all, and I could have made that throw. Good Lord. I didn't realize we were going to just come out here and be trash at home. I mean, I'd understand if this was on the road, the crowd getting to us, all that kind of stuff. I'd get it. But this is at home. We are, I thought, the better team. Clearly not. Clearly, Judd Anderson and this Miami offense are better than us. Jackson Howard with a tackle for loss. If they keep running the football, we can win this game, but it's taking too much time, I think. They're going to probably dial up some sort of pass here. Jackson Howard trying. He got him. Thank God, Pettijohn. We will force the punt. We almost need an insta-score. We almost need an insta-score for us to have any chance in this game. Poe's going to go nowhere. Oh, okay. Well, here it comes, boys. Here comes the fourth quarter drive. Get that out to Lighton, and he goes out of bounds. Does the wheel route get open? Do they track the wheel route? Good Lord, it's a sack. They did track the wheel route, by the way. They brought so much pressure. I was going to scramble. They didn't have, it wasn't open. I need them to make a mistake, and they're not making any mistakes. I need them to make a mistake like the last drive. I'm going to take another sack. I'm trying to scramble, and it's not working, okay? I'm trying to scramble. It's not working. I got to throw that. They had people in the backfield so quickly. 4th and 4. We were able to make it unmanageable for a go for it here. At least we were able to do that. Come on. Come on. If we don't get this, it's game over. Who's open? Who's open? X. Oh, it's a holding call. You got to be kidding me. We didn't even get it anyway. It's game over. We lose to Miami. I don't know how, man. I just don't know how. We are better than this team, and we just did not play well on defense at all. We just sucked. In crucial moments on third down and long, we had multiple different opportunities to shut them down, and we just could not do it. I almost just want to let them score so I can go on offense and just turn the chew clock on and run the game out because I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of this team, bro. I'm tired of this team playing bad on defense in the big games. It's the same thing that happened in Florida. The good teams just know how to beat our zone for some reason. Losing this game is brutal. It may kill our chances for Theo Graves. It may kill our chances. That's a good tackle. Jaquan Odom's injured on the play. Another block, or another field goal attempt. He's going to make this too, because I don't ever get that lucky. It's up. It's... What? Really? Really? You're going to do that to me. You're going to give him a doink into the uprights for a field goal. I mean, come on, man. I can't catch a break, dog. I just can't catch a break. Nothing goes my way ever. It's a wonder how I even win championships in any of these videos ever. Because how do I ever even win a game? Nothing goes my way at all. You know, I'm just turning the chew clock on, man. I don't effing care. I'm tired. I'm done with this episode. I just want to go punch a wall. I mean, Miami has turned up the pressure tenfold. They were not blitzing this, or not getting this much pressure earlier in the game. They just weren't. That's the 2-minute warning. I almost want to just run the ball and just end this game. End my misery. I can't believe we're going to lose 2 games. Both to top 25 teams. We need to prove to the college football world that we are legit, but we can't even win a game against Miami. They're not that good. I mean, this pressure is unbelievable. I can't even think. I can't even think. I'm getting blitzed out of... It's not even a blitz. It's just they're winning off the line. I can't even focus on down the field because I have to think about if I'm getting blitzed or not, or if I'm getting pressure. Just end the game, Miami. Don't try to score again, please. You don't need to make this look any worse than it already is. Get to the quarter. Get to the running back, please. Get to the running back. All right. Oh, I hate this game so much. I also hate myself so much. Jackson Howard almost had another sack there. The fact that he held that ball for 30 seconds and still didn't get sacked. You're really going to kick a field goal with 13 seconds? Do you really need to add 3 more points to this score? Yes, they do. And shocker, he didn't miss. Because that would have been too easy for the CPU kicker on the road in the rain to miss. I don't even want to think about what this is going to do to recruiting, man. We were in such a good position in recruiting. We were in the lead for a bunch of 5 stars, and that's probably going to just all evaporate. Is that pass interference? Where was that earlier in the game? I almost just want to decline it and just end the game right there. I didn't even get it off. Just a brutal loss, man. Just an absolutely diabolical, debilitating loss. Should not have ever lost to Miami, but we did. What's that going to do for recruiting? I have no idea, man. I have absolutely no idea. But at least now I know we can't beat Miami. 2 years in a row now we've lost to them. On the road and at home. So that's good to know. It's not like we're in their conference. What is that going to do for recruiting? We take on NC State next episode. Okay. LSU has decided they want Theo Graves. Look at that influence. Look at that influence. I think we've lost Theo Graves, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've lost Theo Graves. I gotta take the risk. I gotta hard sell. I think we've lost Theo Graves. I think LSU is going to be too much to take on. We've also been passed by Tennessee for Shamir Castile. We can finally afford a visit for Alex Griggs. It's going to have to be week 11. We don't really know what the hard sell is for Castile, though. We only know one of his interests. It could be primetime player. It could also be... No, actually, it's only primetime player. Okay. That's good to know. It's an A- and 2 B+. Is that enough to pass Tennessee? Probably not. Hugh Townsell needs 25 hours to get on campus. Tavon Elkins is now getting recruited pretty heavily. That's not good. We know 2 of his 3. It's probably primetime player. Is there any other combination it could be? No, it's only primetime player, which is 2 B+ and an A+. I could schedule him for a visit with these 25 hours I have left. Let's do week 12, playing time. Oh, man. What looked like was going to be a very, very good recruiting cycle might end up being just disastrous. And now Forrest Tatum has people going after him. Florida and LSU have realized that he's good. He's the number 1 player in the country. They finally realized. Hopefully we've built up such a lead that they can't get back in. It's too risky to do a hard sell, I think. Is it too risky to do a hard sell? What do we think we know about him? It could be primetime player. It's always primetime player, it seems. It could also be house call. It could be 2 of either one of them. I don't know which one it's going to be. I think it's too early to figure out. I don't know if I should take that risk, because if I take the risk, that could get them back in the game, in the recruiting battle. Maybe I should take the risk. An A+ and 2 B+. I gotta take the risk. We have such a big lead that I think it's worth taking the risk. We can afford to take the risk, but this Theo Graves recruitment, I think, is over. I think it's over. LSU decided they wanted him. And look at that influence, man. Look at that influence. In just 1 week, we get just a little smidgen of influence. They get a huge, massive bar of influence. And possibly the best quarterback in college football this year in recruiting is probably going to go to LSU and not to East Delaware. Just a brutal loss to Miami. Could not afford it. Could not afford that loss. And maybe LSU still takes us over even if we win that game against Miami, but we just simply could not afford to lose there. We couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything against Miami. They were ungodly. So that's the way we end the episode. Our second loss of the season. It's not how I wanted to play the game. It's not how I wanted the episode to end. I'm very depressed right now, and I'm going to go probably punch a hole in a wall somewhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, channel, join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.